Hey everybody, Steve Cook with Premier Guitar at PremierGuitar.com. Today we are talking about this little powerhouse. It is the Brandywine bass amp, hand-wired 50 watts, fantastic, from ValveTrain. Now, in recent times we have seen a lot of hand-wired boutique guitar amps, and now we're starting to see some more hand-wired bass amps, which I dig as a bass player, because we get to have some fun too. This guy is sort of modeled after the early 60s Ampeg amps. So you're looking for that kind of flip-top thing. That was what they had in mind with this. It has four tubes, 12 AX7 in the pre, 12 AX7 for the phase splitter, and two 6L6 GCs in the power section of this beautiful little classically inspired amplifier. Paired up with its sister cabinet, which let me talk about that real quick. This is it's a 115 speaker inside, neodymium speaker. It's also available with a ceramic speaker as well. But and again, this pairs up with this guy. So let's get back to this. So this is a little tone powerhouse. It was meant to be used in a studio. They say you can use it in a live environment if you want to put a power amp with it, juice it up a little bit, because this guy's only 50 watts. And it's not really the watts that moves it, moves the air. I mean, it is watts that moves the air, but you'll get your power from an external power amp that will be more suited towards the live environment. So what they wanted to do is basically have a really nice, clean tube bass amp for the studio. The features are very simple. We have your on-off and standby switch here. We've got the governor, which actually it takes your level and it adjusts it down as you roll it down. We have bass, we have middle, we have treble, and then we have overall volume. Over here, you'll see that there is a passive active dial, which will pretty self-explanatory. If you're using a passive bass, then just roll it all the way, or an active, it'll give you a little bit more boost. If you have an active bass, then you roll it off. This is an active bass, so that's why I have it set here. And then we have the high switch, we have the low switch, which adds highs and lows. Very self-explanatory. On the back of the Brandywine, we have a tuner out, we have a direct out, we have a preamp out, we have a switchable ohm selector for your speakers. We have 2, 4, and 8. This is a 4 ohm 115 cab. And then we have a level control for your direct out. And again, it's a 1/4 inch direct out, not a DI. So this doesn't have a DI on it, which according to the fine folks at ValveTrain, they don't want to color your sound. They just want to give you great bass tone in the studio. They know you're going to bring in your colors. You're going to bring in your preamps or your processors or whatever. So you can run the DI out of that. But if you want to mic up a great cab, very similar to a B15 like they did back in the day, then this is what you want to use. Signal chain today is very simple. We're running a Sandberg active bass, 1/4 inch cable into the ValveTrain Brandywine bass amp, mic'd up with a Royer R121 going into an Apogee Quartet into Pro Tools. So that being said, let's play a little bit. And again, this is an active bass, so I've got this set for active, which we can, as you roll it, you'll be able to hear. Boost it up just a hair when you roll to passive, but also levels down for the active. So the more active you are, the more you'll need. And on the intro bit, I was running everything flat. And so I'm going to adjust this a little bit so you can hear what it does. Now, very similar to, like I said before, we go back to the B15, but it's similar controls. If you want some big bass, roll it up, get a little nasty. And the amp is silky smooth and in this setting. And then if you want to get a little crazier, you can come over here, switch off the low end, and you hear it gets a little bit gritty. I'm going to put that back on because I like the low end, but I'm going to show you what this will do. This is the secret little trick right here with the governor. We're going to roll this up a lot. Here are your signals coming in and out. Now we're going to roll the volume all the way up. Now we have an overdriven amp sound. which is a very usable tone. And I wouldn't recommend, this for your country gig, but I would recommend it in a lot of other situations. And it can get louder and it can get dirtier, or you can clean it up just a hair. It sounds kind of synth-like. Let's pull that governor back here. Back to smooth. So I'm going to run you through the knobs, through the controls, and that way we can see what kind of travel we have and how each EQ lays in your bass tone. So we start off, we're 12 o'clock on everything. I'm going to roll this bass off all the way. Of course it gets thin and nasally. Still a great tone though. That's dimed. And it's farting. So you may not want to do that. Just push it all the way over to the cliff and then we just pull it back. That's what we want to do. So let's roll this mid. All the way up. Bust over here. If you want all this bite, then by all means. But for completely done, that treble isn't really bothering me at all. It gives it a lot of nice shimmer on there. So, and again, volume control, you know what you're doing there. The ultra high, ultra low goes off. And it warms it right up. So, I mean, you're talking about an amp that can work in a lot of different genres. You've heard the overdriven sound, so that can get dirty, that can get nasty. It's very easy to dial in, and if you just want to have this as your sort of set it and forget it amplifier in the studio, this would be a great addition to your arsenal. There are a lot of tube amps out there, a lot of people trying to emulate certain things. And ValveTrain has done a really good job with capturing some of that old school vibe. So for Premier Guitar and PremierGuitar.com, this is Steve Cook. Please log on to our YouTube channel. Check out all the other review demos there. Check out the rig rundowns. Check out the articles. I read it for the articles. And hope to see you very soon. Thanks.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on PremierGuitar.com.